We have our own computers, so we don't need to rush and find computers, since we all know that if you're in a call center, we don't have a permanent computer. I did not know this.
It's just really hard to focus on whenever you're talking to someone.
Literally, is it better to work from home or in a traditional call center for those big workforces out there? Hey there, and welcome to the Offsite Team Podcast, where today we dive deep into the evolving landscape of work culture, particularly in the realm of customer service and support. As the world has pivoted and adapted, especially in the DME, HME, and respiratory world, we find ourselves asking, literally, is it better to work from home or in a traditional call center for those big workforces out there in today's environment? So today, April and we're going to explore the 10 compelling reasons that might make you lean towards the home side of the scale instead of the work side of the scale. Does that summarize where we're going today, April?
Yes, that is right.
Okay, so don't worry. April is, if you want to know, hey, what does work from home look like? April is at her home. I'm actually working in the office. So you can say, hey, who's doing a better job and what reason? But before we start, we pose this to our offsite team. So we have well over 30 offsite team members. Actually, we're nearing closer to 40, and they are all work from home. We have talked about having a call center, and every time we talk about it, we're like, that would be dumb. Why would we do a call center? But we're at least going to talk about it, because there are some of our competitors, they only do call center. So, one of the first things we asked our team, and this was awesome. This person said, I'm not going to say his name. He said, the benefits from working at home is I do not need to take a bath to smell good for my coworkers. That's pretty good. Yeah, so you have worked in BPO, Filipino call centers in the Philippines. Tell me, what was it like when you did have some of those jobs? Because, you worked for a credit card company and you had some other jobs. What was it like when you had to go into a call center?
I'd say it's good in terms of training, because it's easy to get the things that you need in terms of training. If you need something, it's readily accessible. However, the thing that I hate about going to work is that, the traffic. You've been here.
Oh, yeah. It's horrible.
Yes. I have to make sure that there's 2 hours before my shift that I need to make sure that I travel, I fix myself. And what's funny is, because we used to say this, you go out your home, you look fresh, and then when you go into the office, you're already haggard. All the pollutions are on you. You're no longer fresh.
It's crazy. And how miserable. So when you get to work from home, not only do you have to not pay to get to work, you get 4 hours of your day back. And with you,
correct,
that's 4 hours you get with your husband. That's 4 hours you get for self-care. It's 4 hours you get to spend with your son, taking him to school or helping him with his homework. We get to give you all of that because you work from home.
Exactly.
Now, we might just want to stop the podcast right now. But actually, we have 10 reasons.
Yes.
So reason number one is just flat out flexibility. We've talked about that. When you get to work from home, you get added flexibility. What does that look like for you?
You don't have to adjust the time so long, because if you woke up like an hour before your shift, everything is in there. You don't need to travel. You don't need to take a bath. Just make sure that you look presentable when there's a meeting. That's the only requirement that we need.
So number one is you get flexibilities. You also you get to take your own schedule, take your own breaks. Work-life balance really, really helps. Also with flexibility, now not all positions can do this. So for example, our communications team and our fax wranglers, their hours are very, very set, because our store opens. We start taking phone calls at 8 a.m. and we stop at 6. So that's not something that we can be flexible with.
Yes.
But for example, our billers, our confirmers, our bookkeepers, there is a lot of flexibility with that. So sometimes, not a lot, but occasionally, let's say there's an internet downage. Well, okay, so we lose internet for 2 or 3 hours. Not a big problem. Take a break. When the internet comes back on, extend your shift a couple hours. Well, if you were in a call center, that would just be lost wages for you, or you're going to have to stay way later. Here, you just kind of, okay, I'm going to do my afternoon workout right now, and then hopefully it'll be better when you come back. So that another reason is flexibility. I have another cool quote that they said that we will not name names, is they said, we have our own computers, so we don't need to rush and find computers, since we all know that if you're in a call center, we don't have a permanent computer. Now, I did not know this. You mean, like here, in the office, we all have our own computer. So it's almost like first come, first serve when you go to the call centers. Is that kind of what it's like?
That is correct. So even on a 10-minute break, when you come back, chances are someone might be sitting in your desk. So you're going to
What's
have
up
to
with
find
that?
another available.
You don't know if the person in front of you stunk and now your seat smells. I mean, and if you don't have your computer, you're not as fast. So one of the things that we were doing, you saw yesterday, I sent down an email. One of the things we would like to say with the Offsite team is, hey, let's do things as fast as we can. Don't mouse around. So we have making sure everyone has hotkeys. So, you need to print. Obviously, everyone knows the Control P. But what are all the hotkeys? We're putting these on computers so people work faster. Well, if you force me to sit down at your computer, I'm not going to be as fast as when I have my computer with my files and my hotkeys. It's just better. Number 2 reason to work from home and not in a large office is cost savings. You mentioned no commuting. That means saving on fuel, public transport costs, daily expenses like meals, coffee, overtime. These really add up. When you go to coffee, in that way you can save your money. So when you go to coffee, it's because you want to go on the Starbucks, like you do. I've seen those. The third reason is comfort and personalized environment. So like those of us watching us on YouTube right now, they can see your background, that you made your office exactly how you wanted it. Team members can set up their workspaces to suit their preferences, from seating arrangements to ambient lighting, ensuring maximum comfort and productivity. I like your office. We have another lady that works for us. It's very K-pop-ish. It's very pink.
All pink.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If it makes her happy, I'm all for that. And she brings it. There's another guy, when I did in-home visit, it's all about the motorcycles. It is so cool. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's awesome. And so it makes them really proud of their workplace. And so not only do they get, their own little vibe, it's better than, okay, I'm going to go into work, and they don't get stuck in a call center. So the next thing is reduced distractions. Now, this can go both ways. So some people are worried about distractions in the home, but there are also distractions in the call center. April, tell me both sides of the equation.
Based on my experience, the distraction is, so I'm used to getting inbound calls. Whenever a call came in, and then I'm sitting right next to another representative at that time. So when they're talking, how loud they talk, you cannot just, hey, I'm talking to someone, because they're also talking to another person on the line. So you have to adjust, and it's just really hard to focus on whenever you're talking to someone if you can hear someone is talking to. And as for home, the distraction I would say would be if someone is needing your attention. If you're working and you need to focus, then someone comes in your office and needs your attention, then that would be definitely, when you're doing something important, will change the focus on you, which is not good as well.
And there always is a risk for distraction, whether I'm here or whether I'm working from home. So people are always worried, well, if I work from home, I could get distracted by my kid or my dog or you name it. That's definitely a worry that one can have. We use both in store as well as at home. All of our team members that work for Offsite team, we have screen tracking software. So even if you were clocked in and not working, your computer's going to show us, hey, there's this 10-minute period where April wasn't doing anything. We can actually see that. And, if you were doing personal stuff, we would say, hey, you need to clock out for a break. That is break time. So we can see all of that. We're not, we don't micromanage everything, but we can see how productive all of our team members are with the Offsite team. Next is better work-life balance and safety and health. Work-life balance is by eliminating that time, it gives you more flexibility to. So what do you do with your extra 4 hours that you're not commuting?
Right now, I told you I'm into self-care. So I'm walking, using my walking pad, and then do the assignment for my son, and then cook meals. I have more time cooking. And like before, when I was working at a call center, it's just so hard to do all things at once.
You can't. You cannot do all things at once. So by allowing you to work from home, okay, you get to be a better mom. You're healthier, and you get to cook for your family, so you save money from eating out. I mean, let's keep you working from home. Next is safety and health. Obviously, we're now on this side of COVID, but working from home reduces exposure to crowds and all the cooties that are out there.
Yes.
And, as you mentioned earlier, pollution. So when you have to take the bus and what do you call those vehicles that everyone hangs off the back of?
Jeepney.
The jeepneys. I mean, you're hanging off the back of those and you're just inhaling all the diesel fuels if you have to do that. No, let's let you work from home. And like at the Offsite team, we don't just let you just work from home or a coffee shop. Everyone has to have their own dedicated workspace. We work off of desktops, not off laptops, and it really does create a very healthy environment. We offer certain things, so those that even like to, we offer, hey, we'll buy you a standing desk. So even right now, as I'm recording the podcast, I'm at work. I am standing up because I like to be able to stand up. You have a standing desk. There's a lot of things that we can do, and so all the money that we save by not having to rent a call center and all that, we invest into your workplace, and it's better for you. Next, I would actually go so far as to say that having people work from home, we have a broader talent pool. So companies can hire the best talent regardless of geographical constraints. This allows for access to a diverse set of skills who might not even be in the same city or country. So like our current team, we are over, I think it's 3 different islands in the Philippines. So it's not like we're taking one city. No, I don't care where people live. We go find the best talent. We're going to find the best talent for DME, rehab, respiratory. We're going after them. I don't care where they live. They just have to have great internet, be a great worker, and obviously have really fast internet and good skills. So tell me why both of us were on the same page. Why do we think we'd have increased productivity working at home versus in the office?
I'd say the less time you travel, then that's the time that you can use in order for you to work. So you don't need to adjust your time. You just have to make sure that you have enough time to open your computer and then you can start working. So the productivity is in there, and then less number of absences in terms of late, being out for whatever reason that is, being stuck in the traffic, or maybe some accidents. And safety is number one for me. I think that's being there, being yourself, being at work is the most important thing. You don't have to worry about, as what you mentioned earlier, crooks when you go into the office on your way, because based on my experience, I experienced that before. So it was horrible.
Oh, absolutely. Next, I would also say it helps with team member employee retention. And because when push comes to shove, I've seen some people, you might say, I love this job. I love working for this company, but the commute's killing me. I need to do something else that's closer to home. So people are way more apt to just stay with our clients because they allow them to work from home. And then last, environmental impact. I'm all for being green. I'm not going to go one side or another, but I will say the environmental impact. Fewer people commuting means fewer cars on the road, leading to reduced carbon emissions. This supports remote work, and it contributes to a greener planet as well too. And that really, really helps as well. And I would say it's like a triple dose because it's helping the environment, but B, you get to be a better mom, you get to be a better wife. It's adding more money to your paycheck because we would pay you the same whether you're working from home or in the office. So it really is a win-win-win. So in terms of any of those, which are the most, what's your favorite part from working home? I know that there's lots of reasons, but what are some of your favorite reasons?
Aside from being able to have more time to spend with my family, I'd say the safety, because I have this experience way back July 16, 2011. So I was held up at gunpoint and they took everything from me. It was a trauma. It was a motorcycle with 2 guys, and then they stop and just grab everything from me. So you can just imagine how scared I was. I wasn't, it wasn't really good. I was traumatized and I was not in the office. I don't want to come back at that time, but I have to.
And it's like, what do you do? Yeah, you told me that story before. Hey, I'm held up. This is what happened. And what do? I don't want to go back in the office. But you had to because you had to make a living.
Correct.
I'm sorry that happened to you, but you did it. But I'm thankful that you're working at home now.
Yes, me too. I'm so grateful.
Now I want to quote one other person. Everyone on our team, everyone has no 2 people, just like the United States, no 2 people in the Philippines are the exact same. So some are really witty and some aren't. But this is another one of our team members. They said, I like working from home because I can have a better peace of mind and I can upgrade my workstation. So like what we're doing is, because we save all this money, we are giving an extra $50 a month to every one of our offsite team members. They don't get to keep that money. It has to go into their workstation, whether it's a nice computer, better microphones, you name it. So it's like we're telling them they have to use that. But what does that mean? Everyone working for Offsite team is getting faster equipment, better video, you name it. And the reason why we do it is the better you are at your job, the more money you can make each individual DME, respiratory rehab company that you're working for. So literally, it's a win-win-win.
Yes.
So,
and if I can just say,
yeah,
whenever I get to use my IT budget reimbursement, I'm looking forward to go to work. Like if I have a new equipment, sir, I need a new keyboard. Can you give me an approval? And then once I bought it, I'm just excited for Monday to go. I want it to be Monday now so I can use it.
And it's a great way of doing things. And actually, maybe someday, I'm actually also, not only am I standing, I'm actually standing on a treadmill. I'm not walking right now, but I even do that here at work because it keeps me going. I'm an ATP, so with wheelchair users, we're all into the adaptive equipment for our user because, just say, hey, whether it be a right joystick or head array or something like that, but even occupational therapy, there are certain things that we can do. Standing desk, walking treadmills, specific kind of mice, hotkeys, you name it. The more efficient we are, the more we can get done. And no one's going to say, oh, we hate technology. Why? Let's go back to pen and paper. No, let's not go back to pen and paper. We want to get more items done. And last, another team member said, also, I get unlimited pee breaks. I don't know. He goes, the restroom is one step away and there's no need to hold off or budget your 5-minute bio break or wait for your next break just to pee. Bravo, my friend. Bravo, my friend. At Howard's, we never ration pee breaks, just for the record. But I assume that probably is a case at some call centers where they'll say, you hold yourself off. I do know that has happened, like at Amazon.com. Lots of people have talked about that, but we would never do something like that. That's just kind of cruel and unusual. Anything else? Working from home or call centers?
Working from home, I'd say, is that the moment I got the job, I'm really grateful because I remember when I mentioned this on our first podcast, it's my dream to do two things at once in one place. I can get to work and help with the financial need of the family. And at the same time, I can take care of my family. I can cook for them. During my lunch break, my 1-hour lunch break, I cook our lunch. So, and then we can get to eat together.
That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. Well, hey, so next week we're going to talk all about payer relations and how with payer relations, how do you win with your offsite team? So when I say payer relations, we all know Medicare, Medicaid, but what do you do with those insurances that we're not contracted? There are some secret things we can do to work with them, and what happens when they play ugly. I have all sorts of fun stories. But remember, in this vast landscape of remote work, you are not alone. Our dedicated offsite team members at Offsite Team, hey, we are here to seamlessly integrate into your operations, bringing expertise, commitment, and that personalized touch, all while bridging the distance. So imagine having access to a global talent pool, each member aligned with your company's mission without the constraints of geographical boundaries. So hey, at Offsite professionals, they're not just employees, they're team members. They're an extension of your in-house team. And what we do is we embrace the collaborative approach. And what we do is, so if you're looking to expand horizons, break barriers, and let's be honest, you just want to get more stuff done. More build, lower your DSO, get more money into your company's bank account. Hey, we are here to help you. Hey, if not, go ahead, keep doing things the hard way. I'm just saying, hey, we're here to help you. We'll help make your life significantly easier. But if you want to keep getting mad at everything that you're getting mad at, go ahead and keep doing it. Or you could do the easy button, call us. We have team members ready to be hired. They are all trained already in Brightree, and we're here. So anyway, hey, thank you for turning into the Offsite Team podcast. And remember, the future isn't just about adapting, it's about thriving. So if you want to reach out to us, offsiteteammember.com or email or give Rachel, April and I a phone call. I don't know why I said that. That's my coach is who that is. But anyway, until next week, good day.